Good morning, I'm Liz with Eco Urban Gardens and welcome back to Gardening at Home. We're doing episode 6 today, the second elements of our compost. So if you remember last week, we learned how to start a compost pile at home. And today we're going to learn about the insects and other beneficial organisms that are going to help your compost turn into compost. So as you can see here, I've got a pile of dirt. This is just dirt that I dug up from the ground. And I want to show you the color difference between the dirt from the ground and our compost. So here's our compost after a few weeks. Do you see it has this nice dark brown color? So the difference between this dirt and this dirt, soil and dirt, is that there's nothing alive in this dirt. So there's no organic material, there's no living organisms in here. And in this compost, we've got lots of broken down organic material and lots of little bacterias and decomposers. So your ideal planting mix is a mix of these two elements. You can't plant in pure compost. It's too high in nitrogen and it will burn your plants. And you can't plant straight dirt because then you won't have any nutrients in your vegetable garden. So what you want to do is about a 50-50 mix of these two elements to plant in. So as you can remember, our 5 elements of the compost are air, water, nitrogen, carbon, and decomposers. Your air just is oxygen from turning the soil. The aerobic bacteria need oxygen in order to survive. Aerobic means they need oxygen. Your water is going to come from your vegetable scraps or just from you adding a little bit of water. Your carbon is your brown waste, so any cardboard or brown paper bags, sawdust, wood chips, dried up leaves are all carbon. And your nitrogen comes from your veggie scraps, your eggshells, or your coffee grinds. Those are all the nitrogen elements. And then your decomposers are just your little bugs and bacteria that actually break down the compost. So we have some wormies in here and some little roly-polies. Let's see if we can find some. So your roly-polies are gonna, here's the one here. So your roly-polies are going to eat the vegetables in your vegetable garden, but they also help break down the compost. So if you find them in your garden, you can pluck them out and put them into your compost, and that'll help your compost break down more quickly. If you find any beetle larvae, if you find like a large white larva with a red head, that's a June beetle larva. They'll also eat your veggies, but will help break down your compost. So as you find these bugs in your garden, you want to throw them into your compost pile. And then the most obvious decomposer are earthworms. I had a couple earthworms in here to show you, but I can't seem to find them in the dirt. Hopefully everyone knows what a worm looks like. So that is it for our second composting video. I hope you have a successful compost at home, and I look forward to seeing you next week for our next video. Thanks, bye.